Hello YouTube, got the stove going out here, it's pretty late. I thought I'd give you all a story for Halloween, something that happened to me back when I was just a teenager. Hope you can hear me here, I'm trying to be comfortable in the old chair here. Okay, me and two of my friends back when we were teenagers. My one friend was Larry, and the other friend was Billy. We went out hiking and hunting out in the woods near our hometown, and there's this old hermit that lived out there quite a ways, and you couldn't drive there. You had to park the truck and you had to walk back in there probably about half a mile to get to his cabin, because it was an old rutted old trail. It was a wagon trail even. You could see the ruts from years ago, and it was always rutty, and we just had a two-wheel drive, and we wasn't going to try to go back there. It had been raining earlier that day, so we walked back there to visit the old man. We hadn't seen him for quite a few months, and the old man's name was Gable. Well, we got to the cabin, we knocked on the door, and there wasn't no answer, and went in, and here he was dead. He'd passed away. He was probably getting up in his 90s. He lived to be a really old man. So we figured the only proper thing to do was bury him, because he was a hermit, and that's where he lived. So we gave him a burial, and we said a few words for him, and it was getting pretty late, so we figured, well, we're going to spend the night. Well, we went in the cabin, and we brought some food with us, and then we fired up this little cook stove there, and we all made some supper, and we sat around and talked a while, and it was getting kind of late, and on the table there was a mason jar. It was full of silver dollars. A few gold pieces down at the bottom. They'd been in there a lot of years, some of the coins were, because most guys go hunting, they'd stop at the old man's cabin and they'd give him a little bit of money for putting them up for the night, and then they'd go off deer hunting the next day. Well, around about midnight, Larry got the idea that he was going to swipe the money, he's going to take off, he's just going to walk back to the main road. He'd probably catch a ride. He wasn't going to leave us without a vehicle. I was laying over there on one of the cots sleeping there with one eye open, watched him, and he picked the money up off the table, and he heard this voice saying, "I'm Gable, Gable, put my money on the table." Well, he freaked out, dropped the jar, out the door he run. Well, long about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, Billy got the same idea. He goes, I'm going to get up, I'm going to take that money and take off, and just leave Jim out there by himself. So he got up, he went over to the table, and real quietly, and I'm watching with one eye, and he picked up this jar of money, and he heard this voice coming out of the darkness. "I'm Gable, Gable, put my money back on the table." He got so scared he dropped the jar onto the table, and out the door he ran. He took off. Well, I went ahead and fell back asleep, and I got up in the morning when the sun was coming up and got all my stuff put together, and I walked over to the table and picked up the jar and looked at it, and I heard the same voice saying, "This is Gable, Gable, put my money back on the table." I looked around and I go, "Yeah, and my name's Davy Crockett, and I'm going to put this money into my pocket."